When will we meet again, my dear? I hope it's not too long.
Hello and welcome to another issue of the Headless Hammerhead Guide to Comics and More. Today I'm going to be doing an overview of one of the adventures for my Marvel campaign, my Marvel Multiverse Role-playing Game campaign that we finished a couple months ago. And I'll be doing a few videos like this going over some of the adventures that we played for that campaign. This one, the point of this one is to show how you can role play without doing any combat whatsoever and still have a blast in an adventure. The role play rules in Marvel, just like in Lancer, are very light, which gives you a lot more freedom to role play. I titled this one Cyberfunk, and it's a parody of Cyberpunk, and we have many parody characters of the DC Universe, Marvel, etc. We did not use actual Marvel characters for this one because the characters were in an alternate universe. So during one of their battles, our heroes found that our world was colliding with another world, and in the middle of their battle, suddenly they were transported into an unfamiliar world, a futuristic land where everything was lit neon. There were dark streets, grimy alleyways, and they found themselves in front of a strange man full of cybernetic enhancements. Eventually they found through conversation that this man was named Thingamajig, and he is a drug dealer in this world. He offered to sell them drugs, and he told them that this city is called Cyberfunk, and they're in the slums where people use a cybernetic hookup to escape reality into a virtual world as an escape from their own reality. Many go hungry if they get addicted and overuse the drug-like device. The world is run by a man named Rolf Dundgren, who is a weightlifter, and he has been challenged by somebody named Tony Sparks, who was a millionaire playboy but now has gone into hiding because Rolf Dundgren is a tyrant. To put an end to Rolf Dundgren's rule, Tony Sparks has created a robot he calls Supra 3. But Supra 3's AI has actually collapsed and he has become sentient and evil, and he targets anyone who wears the color red. Rumor has it that Tony Sparks has built a machine that will help him travel back in time to an alternate dimension. So the heroes are given information by Thingamajig that they're able to go to an underground computer terminal that would allow them to hook up and try to hack either Sparks's or Dundgren's computers. But when they went down there, it turns out the computer was not powerful enough to hack either one of those terminals. So the heroes set out to find an enhancement that would allow the computer to connect to either network. Through hacking, the heroes are able to get information that they can contact three gentlemen from a group called the Dragons. These three guys are Ping Pang Poom, and they may have a computer strong enough to achieve their goal. So they head off to Chinatown to try to find Ping Pang and Poom and get the underground network to buy the parts that they need. But when they find the Dragon Trio, the heroes realize they don't have credits. Overhearing their conversation, a man named Aqueous Sapiens offers them work in exchange for credits. The heroes did not want to work for Aqueous Sapiens. They considered stealing from a bank, but then decided, Dolph Lundgren, his network may actually trigger an alarm and send troops to arrest them. They also considered robbing the junkies in the alleyways and taking their computer parts and even their electronic drugs to try to sell off in the black market to make money. They even heard of jobs available as servants to a man who moonlights as Flying Mammal Man with his trusty sidekick, Pigeon. But in the end, they realized that working for the chef, Aqueous Sapiens, was the best bet. All they had to do was go into the sewers and catch fish for him so he could make his famous stew. But as they were digging through the sludge, they realized that they and anyone else who was in contact with that sludge turned into toxic mutants. The heroes being enhanced did not. However, they spent 3 days sick, and they were able to get the credits they needed from Aqueous Sapiens. They got the parts that they needed for their computer, but realized that the hack could not be done on Sparks' computer. They were able to get into Rolf Dungren's computer systems, but were hacked themselves via a back door by somebody that called themselves Woman of Awe. She actually knew Tony Sparks and was able to tell the heroes that she could arrange a meeting with him, but they had to get her a cybernetic enhancement, a telelink. The heroes returned to the black market dealers Ping, Pang, and Pung and found that actually a group called the Arrangers would have this enhancement that they needed. They met them, but the cybernetic enhancement would not come cheap. The only way to obtain it from the Arrangers was for one of the heroes to fight in hand-to-hand combat against their champion, American Commander. With the enhancement in hand, they meet again with Woman of Awe. She then arranges a meeting with Tony Sparks, who has a time-traveling machine. But then, Supra 3 enters Sparks' hideout and begins to fire. But Tony Sparks dons the Metal Man suit and holds Supra 3 off long enough for the heroes to make their escape through the time portal. And the heroes find themselves in another world that looks like the Old West. And there you have it. That was a full adventure without any dice rolls, straight role-playing. Again, Marvel and Lancer are very similar in that they're very role-play light as far as rules. You don't have a lot of dice rolling, but that frees you up for a lot of really good role-playing. And that is what's great about both of these games. So, I hope you got something out of this video. I loved running this adventure. It was a little bit silly. You can do something like this. It was a lot of fun this way, but you can do it very serious using real characters from the Marvel Multiverse, and you can also do this for Lancer using just characters you make up. So I hope you got something out of this. If you did and you enjoyed the video, please hit that thumbs up button, give me a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment below. It all helps me out quite a bit. I will continue to make content like this that can be used for Marvel Multiverse Role-playing Game, as well as Lancer, and really any other role-playing game, as well as content specifically for the Marvel Multiverse Role-playing Game, specifically for Lancer, and even comics-related stuff and artwork-related stuff. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.